I found it really hard. I think the assumption that I had made, incorrectly as I know now, is that having or being well endowed or having larger breasts does not mean that you have a limitless milk supply. And that was the first shock to me, was that my milk didn't really come in very well. I spent quite a long sort of time feeling very frustrated, trying to express and breastfeed, and it was compounded by the fact that my daughter actually had jaundice soon after she was born, and the midwives gave her a bottle, after which she was not interested in the breast, and despite valiant efforts on my part, it didn't really work.
I rang a midwife because I was really struggling, and I went to breastfeeding clinics and it was really quite challenging. She said, try the rugby ball position. And I said, oh, I don't like it, I'll never get on with it. She said, have you tried it? And I said, no. So she said, right, come on. So I tried it and I never looked back from there. So just a little bit of perseverance and a new fresh eyes of showing you how to do it, it really worked for us. And as I say, I fed her until she was 13 months.
I'd say the bad side of breastfeeding, I found that it was painful. I had one side that was very sore. My back would ache sitting there for so long feeding, and again, not knowing if you are giving enough milk or producing enough milk for your child. I think, whereas a bottle you can measure it out, so that's the part that I struggled with.
I found it really difficult. I did have sore, cracked nipples. I remember being frustrated with it all and envious of other mums who seem to find breastfeeding just the most natural thing in the world, but it made me realise that we are all different and all babies are different, and that mums have enough to deal with without beating ourselves up about whether or not we breast or bottle feed. Ultimately, if you're happy, your baby's happy, and that's the most important thing.
This time around with Annie, and obviously having a 5-year-old, I would say is really quite demanding. I didn't feel that it was as intense last time, but I didn't have a 5-year-old to run around after and occupy. So I do feel it's quite much more demanding this time. Still as rewarding, but I think juggling the two is what makes it even more demanding on you.